Everybody, it's Ringy from Taringi, and I'm going through all the cups, and the cups are your ups. Even 5 of cups that I just finished talking about is an up as well, because it will tell you something about what you can purify about yourself to make life easier for you, because both 4 of cups and 5 of cups are about being very dissatisfied or disappointed in some ways. And that's something that can be released, an expectation. When 6 of Cups shows up, that it is actually a very pure card. There is a purification here. It is a card for purity. That's why Coleman Smith, she has 2 kids playing, in her symbolism. And they can represent your past. It can also represent your inner child, or it can represent your children as well. The house is a very secure house. You can see it's a manor house. It's a beautiful house. It has substance to this house. The flowers as well. It speaks of a well-maintained garden. You can see they're standing in a very well-maintained area. So there's security here. This card speaks of where you feel at home. 6 of Cups speaks of wanting to show someone appreciation. So this is love that connects you to yourself on a deeper level. And also, the couple can be themselves. They don't have to worry so much about what the other person is going to think. So this is often speak of a relationship where there is a high degree of compatibility. When 6 of Cups is career, it often where you feel at home. So work environment is very favorable when this card shows up. It can mean that you're going to work with children, or, as all the cups denotes, some kind of hospitality setting where you get to give of yourself and take care of someone. 6 of Cups is more likely a yes in a yes-no question. When 6 of Cups is feelings, it speaks of where you feel at home. And if you ask how someone feels about you, it can mean that you have a lot of memories together. Maybe there's nostalgia. It's a soul family connection, so they feel very close to you. 6 of Cups as a personality is someone who often is so kind and loving that sometimes they overdo it a little bit. So they need to understand that not everybody appreciates that kind of affection. They might need to pull back a little bit on how much they like to give of themselves. So with 6 of Cups, even though it is upright, it can be that people get a little bit stuck in the past with nostalgia, and that they want to recreate the childhood memories, and they often seek out their emotional need by living out their childhood memories in some way. They seem like the happiest people on the planet, but there are often tears behind their smile. They're the kindest people you ever know, but as you know, with kind people, they often have their fair share of less kind things. So there are often tears behind the smile. When a 6 of Cups person, especially, when the older they get, the less they feel. If they don't move beyond the 6 of Cups, the less they can cope with the harsher reality of life. So it could denote someone who's afraid of growing up as well. When 6 of Cups is reversed, then it's a difficult childhood, often that is denoted. It could even be disturbing childhood memories. Memories of all kinds is an issue. It could be memory loss as well. And even more so than with 6 of Cups upright, it's an issue with growing up, evolving. When 6 of Cups is upright, they always want to give of themselves. They always want to make other people happy. But when it is reversed, it's like they're trying too hard to make other people happy, and this is doomed to fail. And they need to learn to make themselves happy as well, and have some boundaries in regards to how much they give of themselves, and also what are their own needs. When Six of Cups is a personality type and it's reversed, it is someone who often leans towards an extreme lifestyle in some way. And it could be because they're trying to deal with some kind of difficult, haunting memory. So they can make themselves very uncomfortable on purpose. They can even adapt a very dangerous lifestyle. So it could be thrill seekers. It could be a life full of contradictions. And maybe they don't have very good boundaries. They're often escaping traumatic childhood memories. And sometimes it can also speak of addictions, especially if you get the Devil card. They need to learn who they are. Let us have a look in the runes oracle mixing. I'll teach oracle mixing in my Patreon. So what does the runes have to say about Six of Cups? So the way the runes fell, with Evas at the bottom, which is a tree, Pehu at the top, which is it's actually a rune for abundance, receiving. At the front, get Dagas, which is a new day. And just below the Fehu rune, got Gebo, which is relationships. It speaks of Six of Cups always wanting to, thinking, what the rune that fell where the head is what the seeker is thinking about, what's motivating them. They want to create abundance and happiness for everyone around them. And sometimes it's because they didn't have it growing up. So they're trying to make things better. Evas can speak of more, it's kind of like the death card. It can speak of transformation, but it comes at a price. It's like death and hanged man, almost like combined together. The seeker wants to create happiness, but it's almost like they want to create happiness at all cost. Trying to fix almost or put a magical wand on everything that was difficult in their past to make it better. So it's almost like if they had a very poor childhood, they want to get very wealthy and make sure everybody has enough of everything and more. If they had lack of kindness in their childhood, then they want to be the kindest person on the planet to make up for the lack of kindness they received. So it's almost like they're trying to counteract something in their childhood. So if you get Six of Cups in your reading, you can ask what, and especially if it's the outcome card or if it is situation card even, then there's something that you're doing on a very subconscious level where you're trying to counteract something from your childhood by living out the complete opposite in your adult life. So what you can do then, you can ask the creators to take care of the trauma or remove the trauma so that you can move forward seeing things more clearly and not adapt into a lifestyle that maybe is extreme in some way because you're trying to counteract something that was difficult in the past. So that's what the runes are saying. But generally speaking, Six of Cups is just a very generous card. They believe in generosity and kindness. Okay, the next card I'm going to talk about is Seven of Cups. We pray for an astronaut to fly